I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you how I make some shrimp piccata. Really easy and really simple. It is using things I have on hand, which is perfect for right now. And I want to encourage you to do this recipe whether you have shrimp, whether you have chicken, whether you have some frozen scallops, which I know it sounds crazy, but my grocery store always runs a sale on those frozen items. So I try to stock up when I find them. But really, you can piccata just about anything. You can piccata tofu, and it is delicious. So let's get started. I've got my shallow Dutch oven here with a little bit of light olive oil. And in here, I have my shrimp. Now, I'm a big believer that just like you do your chicken, right? You've got to coat your shrimp in just a very light amount of flour. Not much, like literally a tablespoon or so, because it's that coating that allows the sauce to really adhere to your protein, right? Chicken, fish, whatever. And then you just need some salt and pepper and stir those around. I do a little bit at a time, and I just kind of add, I'm literally just adding, like, for a pound of shrimp, you probably just need a couple tablespoons, if that. Okay, that is lovely. It's not to create a really thick crust. So oil is just about there. We're going to add the shrimp. And we're going to cook them really quickly, 30 seconds or so on each side, because you don't even need to worry about cooking them all the way through, although shrimp cook really quickly. I just want to develop that color around the shrimp. You can see it happens pretty much right away if your oil is hot. Beautiful. I'm just going to add another small drizzle of oil because I want my garlic to sizzle in the oil. Now I want you to see, we didn't add so much flour that it heavily coated them, but I want you to see what it did. I mean, look at those like little tiny bits of gold all around the shrimp. Not only did they develop extra flavor, but that coating is just going to help you thicken the sauce. It's going to help you make sure that the sauce really adheres to the shrimp. It's phenomenal. I'm going to go ahead and add some beer. You can add white wine, which is a bit more traditional. I don't happen to have any white wine that's not sweet, so a little light beer is lovely. I'm also going to be making some linguine to go alongside, or spaghetti, I haven't decided, which is what the water is boiling back there for. So I'm going to make more sauce than you would make if you were making this as an appetizer, you know, to eat with bread. You wouldn't need as much sauce, but a sauce this good needs to be mopped up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you mop it up with something delicious and starchy that soaks it up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just letting this just evaporate for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to add some chicken stock. You know, some people would find this to be so wrong because you're cooking with seafood, you shouldn't add chicken stock. I make my own chicken stock, which means I buy the powder bouillon and then I just mix it with water. So I'm going a little light on the bouillon powder. But if I use shrimp stock here, unless I made it myself, it just would be too fishy. So I don't like to add any shrimp stock or fish stock if I can help it. So there's my 2 cents on that. So I've added everything in there. I'm going to add the juice of my lemon, half a lemon, because I'm going to add some lemon slices at the end. And then I'm going to add some capers, and I'm going to just let this simmer slowly, deliciously over the next 10-ish minutes. When I add the pasta, I'll let that cook. And then we finish off the sauce. We unite with the shrimp. I'm adding capers, by the way. We unite with the shrimp, and then it's going to be so fabulous. So just cook this on low, and then it's going to be delicious. Right. I just cranked the heat up. I'm taking some butter, a couple tablespoons, and I'm dipping the butter in flour because as it melts together, it will thicken the sauce and give you a really beautiful finish. A few slices of lemon. This is the other half of the lemon that we juiced. Okay, my pasta is almost ready. It's coming along nicely. I don't want to add my shrimp until this is thick and reduced and ready to be served because I only want to warm through my shrimp. I don't want to overcook them or risk, run the risk of overcooking them. So I'm just gonna wait for this to reduce and thicken a bit, and then I'll show you how to finish it off with some parsley and then the shrimp, and I'm gonna get some pasta and we're ready to go. That is what you're looking for. Add the shrimp back into the pool. Lots of fresh parsley, and this is pretty much done. Done. I like a lot of parsley. I feel like you need that freshness, you know, especially if you're using lots of pantry ingredients. That, to me, this shines, okay? I mean, it's just the kind of thing that I look at and it makes me feel good, makes me excited to eat. I know it's gonna be really full of flavor and just so delicious. I want this little guy right here. I am gonna serve this with pasta, but I'll spare you the slurping, shall we say. I'm just gonna use my big knife right now because that's what I've got. No double dipping, I promise. Switching to a spoon. So fantastic, so delicious. The shrimp is really perfectly cooked. It's slightly sweet. That is heaven. That will do it for me. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. I will see you